New huge UFO filmed by U.S. Marines in Iraq. April 2017 inches. April 2017, Iraq. Leaked video shows U.S. Marines units filming a huge UFO over sandstorm in Iraq. Officially, since 2014, the Pentagon's mission in both Iraq and Syria has been to defeat Islamic State, not to overthrow Assad. During his campaign and after his election victory in November 2016, Donald Trump vowed to expand this American military mission specifically, and suggested he was willing to work with Syria's government and Russian President Vladimir Putin to achieve its goals. However, some of the groups who have aligned themselves with the United States are ultimately seeking regime change, or in the case of many ethnic Kurdish forces, potential independence. The confusing agendas and close proximity of armed groups have already led to serious and potentially deliberate incidents. In June 2016, Russian aircraft struck American-backed Syrian troops at an outpost in Tanf. Then, in September 2016, the Pentagon acknowledged American warplanes mistakenly bombed Syrian government troops. Russia conducted another strike that killed Turkish soldiers in February 2017. But adding more American troops to the mix might be a part of a larger plan, a plan including visitors of the third kind. In October 2016, a senior government minister has shockingly claimed that a fully fledged space center that launched crafts into our solar system was developed on Earth 7,000 years ago. Qasem Finjan, Iraqi Minister for Transport, told a packed press conference the space station was developed in the El Nasiriyah area in around 5000 BC. It was used as a launch site for spacecraft to explore our solar system and discovered mythical planet Nibiru, also known as Planet X, he said. Mesopotamia, now in South Iraq, is largely seen as the birthplace of civilization, but according to Mr. Finjan, it was also the birthplace of space exploration and even saw an ancient mission which first identified dwarf planet Pluto, long before its official discovery in 1933. The press had assembled to hear about a new airport in Dakar, South Iraq, but according to news website The New Arab, Mr. Finjan said the world's first airport was built 7,000 years ago in Iraq by ancient Sumerians. In keeping with the popular ancient aliens myth, Mr. Finjan suggested the Sumerians were aided by sophisticated visitors from other worlds to develop the way ahead of its time space center. Mr. Finjan is not alone in his theory that ancient spacecraft were regularly coming to and from Earth and meeting with our ancient ancestors. The ancient aliens myth, which even has a long-running documentary series of the same name, centers around alien astronauts arriving on Earth to share their superior technology with ancient civilizations to help them build the fascinating monuments such as the Egyptian pyramids. The Sumerians settled in the historical region of Mesopotamia, now southern Iraq, from 5500 to 4000 BC, and created early civilization, including agriculture, an economy and trade such as weaving, metalwork and pottery. During the press conference, Mr. Finjan referenced Russian professor and Sumerian expert Samuel Kramer, who spoke of their understanding of the solar system. He told reporters, The first airport that was established on planet Earth was in this place. He also claimed angels were all Sumerian and Sumerian spaceships used to launch from Earth to other planets. He said, "There are probably not many people who have knowledge, namely the fact that it was the first airport constructed 5,000 years before Christ. I invite those who doubt to read the book of the great Sumerian historian Zechariah Sitchin, or the books of Samuel Kramer, including one entitled History Begins at Sumer, which speaks of the first airport constructed on planet Earth, and it is there at Tel Nasiriya. The particularity of this place is that it remains the safest for the landing and takeoff of aircraft, due to favorable weather conditions. When the Sumerians settled on this land, they were aware of this and have chosen specifically for their flights to other planets. Mr. Finjan also claimed the ancient space travelers had discovered Nibiru, a fabled huge planet whose orbit is said to occasionally pass the Earth, causing havoc due to its gravitational pull. His revelation was mocked on social media. But, some alien conspiracy theorists took him seriously as a whistleblower. He is also not the first politician to make outlandish public statements about aliens. Last year, Paul Hellyer, former Canadian Minister of Defense, claimed several species of aliens were here on Earth working with governments, but a massive cover-up was underway. Subscribe.
Yo.